Alright, so we're gonna talk about something kind of interesting today. I want to say first and foremost, this product is a Kickstarter, and I don't even think it's on Kickstarter yet. I think it's coming soon to Kickstarter, so take that for whatever you need to take it for. I just wanted to make sure I mentioned that before we get started. But I was approached by a company called PhotoFast, and they sent me this. This is the PhotoFast 4K Gamer Pro. Now, they had one before this that was a 4K Gamer Plus. It does essentially the same thing as the M Classic. It upscales your 1080p image to a 4K image. Now, this one claims to take it a step further. It's got 3 modes. It's going to increase the color, the resolution, the depth of field even by 20%. So we're gonna test this thing out. I'm very interested to see how this works. They sent me this. They sent me a premium high-speed HDMI cable. So we're gonna use this stuff that they sent me. We're gonna test this thing out. I'm not sure if it's gonna work or not. To tell you the truth, I've never used the M Classic. So there's 3 levels of enhancement on this thing, I guess. There's the low enhancement, there's the medium enhancement, middle enhancement, and then there's the high enhancement. And it's also got a bypass mode, so we're gonna be able to just hit the button and check all 3, you know, right there on the screen. I'm probably gonna have to do this on the TV over there. I'm gonna do my best to show you guys exactly what this thing can and can't do. We're gonna unbox it. We're gonna take a look at everything that comes in the box. We'll check out the cable too, I suppose. But before that, we have to go out. We have to get some stuff. We have to get lunch. We're gonna go get one of those famous, ooh, it's dark room. We're gonna run right down the street and we're gonna go grab one of those famous West Virginia pepperoni. I haven't had this one. This one's got ghost peppers in it. This may be a massive mistake, but we're definitely gonna try this out. Fun fact about pepperoni rolls that you probably didn't know. I've already told you guys that they're from West Virginia. They're made in West Virginia. They originated from this state, but actually the first ones are from my hometown, about 15 minutes from where I live now. That's where they were made. That's hot. Yep. Oh, just wait a minute. Whoo! That was hot. Okay. Let's open this thing up. So packaging here, nothing too crazy, nothing too fancy here. Just to, you know, gives you a general idea of what it does. Tells you kind of how to plug it into the switch. It's fairly simple. You really just plug it into the HDMI port and then you plug the HDMI cable into the back of this thing. So inside, you are going to get what looks like a power cable. I guess you have to plug this thing in. I don't know if you can just plug it into the side of the switch. I guess you could. I guess you could just use the dock to power it. It doesn't come with anything else. I'm gonna try that first. Hopefully it doesn't mess anything up, but I'm pretty sure you can do that. I'll read the directions to make sure. And then we've got this little extension so you can get the thing outside of the dock, which we will definitely be using so we can turn it on and off and go through the different modes. Not bad. Long enough to get it out on the side of the dock for sure. And then we have the main piece here. Oh, it's a lot bigger than I thought it was gonna be. So, I mean, there's not a whole lot to see here. Like I said, it's got the button. It's got this little button right there. HDMI, I mean, that's really it. You got power and then HDMI out right there. Obviously, I'll show you guys some different B-roll of this thing so you can get a close look at it. So basically, that's it. That's all you got in the box. You got this, the extension, and a cable. I need to go test this thing out. So for me, it's gonna be a day. I'm probably gonna film more of this maybe tonight or tomorrow. For you, it's gonna be a few seconds. So give me some time here to check this out, and I'll get right back to you. All right, so I didn't need a couple of days. I didn't need a day. I messed with this thing for a few hours, and I will say, yes, it does upscale the image of the Switch. It upscales it. Now, this is definitely not, I wouldn't call this 4K. They say it's 4K resolution. That's kind of impossible because it's taking a 1080p image, and I mean, 4K is much bigger than 1080p. So, I mean, I could be totally wrong here, but I'm gonna say it's not actually a 4K image. Is it a better image? Yeah, it is to a certain degree. There's some things, some give and take on this thing. We're gonna go over a little bit of it. I'm gonna try to get some of my own footage to put over this thing, but I'm not sure without having a capture card that's gonna capture 4K, if it's gonna come across right, even though it's not 4K. I'm gonna try, I'm gonna see. If not, the things that I saw that they showed me on their website, those are pretty accurate. So if I can't get my own footage, I'll put that over so you guys can at least see the difference in what the quality is. So as far as getting this thing set up, it was pretty easy to do. I did say that I wanted to try to plug it into the back of the Switch to the USB port on the back. I did do that. It did light up fine. I didn't have any issues with it at any point. So again, I'm not sure if that's the way it was intended to be done, but it did work. No issues there. It didn't come with a block, like I said, so that was just kind of what I figured they wanted you to do. I would say that I'd like to get a shorter cable from here to there. That way it's not like, you know, I think the cable they gave me is like 3 feet. It's a little long when it's only going, you know, a couple inches, but that's super easy to change. You can definitely get a shorter one. There's, you know, I have probably 10 shorter ones here already. But when you plug in the extension to the back of the Switch dock, you just plug this thing right in, plug the HDMI that you would take to the TV on this side. Power goes here. When you put the power in, you'll see this thing light up blue. It'll only light up for a second and then turn off. So it starts out in bypass mode. Then you hit the button once, you're in low mode, hit it again, you're in medium mode, and then you hit it again and you're in high mode. I would say, as far as latency, anything like that, any lag, anything along those lines at all, I didn't notice any. Everything seems to be fine in that department as well. But most of what this is doing is sharpening. It does bring out a lot more detail. I will say that. There is a ton more detail that you can bring out. I did try Monster Hunter, which is one that they have on their website that they've shown. It does a lot in Monster Hunter. It kind of makes things look a little bit jagged in Monster Hunter just because it's kind of more realistic. It does enhance it. It definitely makes the colors pop more. It definitely makes things sharper. You do get a lot more detail out of certain things. You can see on like their clothes, like things like that. Mario Kart, you can tell a ton. I noticed when I was playing Mario Kart, I used the Wild Wiggler as my cart, and the detail just on the cart itself, there's a night and day difference from when this thing's off and in high mode. That's another thing I want to talk about too. The low, medium, and high modes. I would say the high is almost too high. I think there's a little bit too much sharpening going on in there. It's a little bit much. This does actually pick up the brightness of the Switch as well. Not by much, but you can definitely tell when you hit that button and go from the low mode to the middle mode to the high mode, it's a difference in color, saturation, and the overall brightness. And as I said, the sharpness, the detail, it does make a difference. So if you're somebody who's looking for something that's going to that's going to make the Switch look sharper, this will definitely do it. It definitely does it. Now, is it true 4K? No, obviously it's not true 4K. I don't even know if it's actually upscaled to 4K, but it is a sharper, more detailed image. I can definitely say that. Now, they did say something about the draw distance or the depth of field. I didn't really notice a lot that changes with that. I guess depth of field maybe a little bit, but I didn't really notice a lot of that. But I think this is an interesting little product. Like I said, I haven't used the M Classic. I tried to get one. They didn't respond to my email, but if you guys are interested in this and want me to actually put it up against the M Classic to see what the real difference is, if there is a big difference between the two, I'll try to do that. Let me know in the comments. If I get enough comments saying that we need to do that, I'll definitely do it. But I'll leave a link where you can check this thing out. Again, it is Kickstarter, so, you know, it is what it is with that. But that's gonna do it for this one, guys. Really quickly, before we go, I do want to thank my Patreon members. Also want to make sure you guys know that I am streaming over on Twitch. If you want to come over there and hang out with us, we would love to have you there. We are actually building this right now. This is the Razor Crest. We're doing some Legos. Gonna continue that tonight. Obviously, when you guys are seeing this, it'll probably be done. But we got a lot of other stuff we're gonna be planning on doing. So if you want to join us for that, I'll have a link for that below as well. We also record the podcast over there on Thursdays. So hopefully we'll see you guys over there. Again, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please leave a like. Make sure you're subscribed. We'll see you in the next one.